International Poznań.
Cześć, tutaj Maciek, to jest International Poznań, Ray Wilson, the leading voice of Genesis, but also there was one other band at the beginning that was very popular.
Yeah, I mean, Stilstskin was my my launch pad for my career. It wasn't Genesis, although many people think it was, but it wasn't, you know. My biggest hit was with Stilstskin, not with Genesis.
What's the name, would you say, of your biggest hit? Which one?
It's called Inside. Is the song, and that was #1 all over Europe and in the UK, so that was my big song.
Tę piosenkę umieszczę pod tym wpisem na Facebooku, więc możesz posłuchać. It's gonna be on our Facebook, just in the commentary section. Do you then feel like people would only talk about Genesis? Is it a problem, or you just got used to that?
I think, you know, when you join a band like Genesis, it's there forever. And even, you know, if an artist like...
You actually replaced Phil Collins, so I mean, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. But I mean, even Peter Gabriel, who was the first singer of Genesis, Peter Gabriel still gets asked questions about Genesis. And he left in 1975, I think.
Oops.
And he still gets asked questions. And he's had a huge career, you know. I mean, he's sold millions of records. And he still gets asked questions about Genesis. So it's one of those things, you know. It's like... being in the Rolling Stones or U2 or one of these bands, it's, you know, it's known all over the world.
When we recorded this radio part of International Poznań, we mentioned your happy life here in Poznań. You've been living here for the last 5 years. We mentioned Gosia, your girlfriend, and we mentioned your cat. You said you love them both. And I asked you about your favorite place. You said...
Wilson Park.
Wilson's Park, because it seems to be named after you, Park Raya Wilsona.
I thought it was named after me.
I think it definitely is supposed to be.
It was named after me.
But really, some other places in the city?
Well, I mean, I spend a lot of time, like most people, in Stara Brova, you know, because I live across the road from it, so...
So does that mean that you have like 5 security guards around you when you're there?
When you're in Stara Brova, you don't need 5 security guards. There's security everywhere anyway. You know?
Oh, anyways.
And when Grażyna comes to get her haircut downstairs from where I live...
Miss Grażyna Kulczyk.
So she's got her security as well. So there's enough security.
There's enough security. Yeah, so is it just shopping? Do you enjoy actually being in the shopping mall, or would you rather go outside?
Actually, I think it's as shopping malls go, it's probably the best one I've ever seen. I don't think...
They say it's the best in the world.
I think it's...
Like there was this award that they got.
It's the best shopping mall I think I've ever seen.
Oh, nice.
Not that I'm not...
Even though, you know, we are just talking about a shopping mall, but
I know, but it's still pretty, you know, give her credit where it's due. She's done it very, very well. And, yeah, you know, I spend a lot of time there, a lot of time in Empig buying new DVDs, or, you know, I buy a DVD probably every second day, you know. I'm always buying something.
How many do you have?
1,000, 2,000, a lot. But of course I spend many, many hours sitting in my bus watching movies, traveling, you know. So we pretty much...
also a lot of movies.
Yeah, we tour almost every weekend, and we're always going from Poznan very often into Germany. So the trip is always... at least 6 or 7 hours, always.
So that's like 2 or 3 movies?
Yeah, something like that. And of course you got internet. I'm doing my business stuff with my assistant in the office. She's sending me emails about some promoter is stressed about something, or there's some problem, or something needs paid. So I'm doing business, and then I'm watching a movie, then I'm listening to music. And I've got a couple of girls in my band, Alicia and Basha.
That's always better.
My violinists, who are, you know, they're always chatting about God knows what. Just blah, 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 all the time.
Cheering you up too? Yeah.
And yeah, it's you know, it's kind of like it's like an episode of Friends every weekend when we get on the bus and we head into Europe.
I've always been wondering what does it look like with artists, because you guys have your own CDs. You have done so much music in your life. Does that mean that sometimes you just lie on the sofa on Friday afternoon and you listen to your own music, or do you never listen to your own music?
Well, once a song has been recorded, I never listen to it again.
Ah, see?
Yeah. But of course, while you're recording it, I'll listen to it 1,000 times. You know? I'll listen to it every
So anyways, you've had enough of everyone.
Never want to hear the song again in my life. Unless, of course, it's being...
It's a concert. Yeah.
Unless it's a concert, yeah. I never want to listen to it again. And I don't know if there are many exceptions to that.
Yeah. Ray, what is yet to come? What's next on your agenda? Poznan or internationally?
Well, I mean,
What's the next big deal?
We've got a lot of touring to do again. Next big thing? I don't know, really. Every year has its surprises, but... You know, for me, it's not any one thing that matters. It's the continuation that matters. The key, the real success in the music business isn't having a number one single like I did with Stilstskin or even joining a band like Genesis. It's having a career that continues. That's the real success.
And you have
had
such a career for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, I've had actually all aspects of it. I've had the number one, I've had the big name band, and I've also had a career that I've worked on and developed myself. So I've actually seen, and you know, I've played in the pubs, I've played weddings, I've played everything.
You did?
I've done everything. There's nothing I haven't done. So I really do know.
From rags to riches?
Yeah, totally. You know, like turning over the chair, trying to get some money that's fallen down the side so I can buy some chips to eat.
Hopefully there's something in there.
All of it. You know, I've done all of that. You know, stolen my dinner. Everything.
If you couldn't afford it.
Yeah, everything. You know, it's how it is. I've had huge sums of money, lost it, had huge sums of money again, lost it again, and then built it back up again. You know, really, I know my business. I love it. I hate it. I eat, sleep, and breathe it.
Now, Ray, last but not least, Poznan is watching you. What will you say to the people of Poznan? Do you actually like them?
Yeah, I love you all, really, with a passion. No, I think the people of Poznan, in general, actually, the people of Poland, I think, you know, keep being positive, keep fighting for what you believe in, try and, you know, achieve your goal, and you know, don't be negative. Carpe diem, you know.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Go out there and get it. The world is your oyster.
Ray Wilson was my guest today. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
It was a pleasure.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Dzięki, że jesteś na Facebooku International Poznań. Tutaj tylko takie materiały.